Hello everyone, I'm Mike Allen from Bird Chatter, and this is Baseball History.
Even more so when they were peers.
First of all, Tim, you know, it's always a shock when you lose friends and teammates. And I don't know, over the last couple of months, spring training in February was Tim McCarver. Dick Roth passed away a couple of days ago in Pittsburgh. And then today, Shannon, who great friend and a teammate and a heck of a player too. Last year, I got a couple of calls from people in St. Louis that told me that Mike was having a tough time, you know. And I mean, we all are going to go at one time or another, you know. I mean, it's the inevitable. It's still kind of a shock. I don't care how sick somebody is. You know, when they finally go, it still kind of hurts you, and it brings back those memories of the good times. I remember a couple years ago, he asked me to do a show after a game, and I did. He said, take 15 minutes. I said, yeah, absolutely, I'll do it for you. So an hour and a half later, I was still doing the show, and he was gone. He left. He left me there to do the show.
Mike Shannon played in his hometown and later stayed in his hometown. He was the St. Louis Cardinals to many fans. Bob Uecker played in his hometown and later stayed in his hometown. He is the Milwaukee Brewers to many fans. Like Shannon, he transitioned from being on the field to being behind the mic.
To be able to come back home and then jump on the broadcast with Merle Harmon and Tom Collins back then. You know, I had never done any of that stuff before, play-by-play. But I did the fifth inning, and they always sat with me, so I was comfortable because I could talk to them. But the day Merle Harmon decided to let me on my own, we were at Yankee Stadium, and the fifth inning came up, and Merle Harmon said, here's Bob. And as he said that, he and Tom Collins got up, and they were leaving the radio booth. They were going, and the engineer said to me, Bob, you better start talking. There's one out. And that was my baptism into broadcasting by myself.
Bob Uecker isn't by himself, but his baseball family is thinning.
When you lose a guy like Shannon, who was your teammate, you know, the guy that you were in the game with, when those games that McCarver didn't catch that I was in, and the Moon Man, as we called him, was a really close friend. Like I said before, it's inevitable. We're all going to take a Dixie one day, but to lose a guy like the Moon Man, he's one of those characters that you don't forget. I'll miss Shannon too. You know, like I miss McCarver, Ray Sadecki, Gibson, you know, those guys that you were close with, they kind of hang around a little longer, you know, when they go.
From Bird Chatter, I'm Mike Allen. Subscribe to our channel for all our compilation videos, and you can see all of our artwork we use by visiting us on Pinterest.